Hello and welcome to the Slip Sis YouTube channel. I'm Che,
I'm Gabs.
and this is episode 55. We are a little wary because we think we might be having some connection issues. So if there's a lag, our bad. If it's super laggy, still our bad. And if it's really bad, we don't care because that's just our production level that we're at. Today is Sunday, February 23rd, mid-morning-ish, and we're coming to you from our opposite ends of California. You can find all of our information down below. Let us know if we've forgotten something, and I think we're just going to jump right in unless you already know that I've forgotten something.
Nah, you're good.
Great. I think Gabs is first with design.
Yes, we have two exciting things happening for designs. The first one is our sock pattern has been released. It was a collaboration with Thought to Thread. They generously sent us yarn. I actually have the yarn here. This lovely brown. It is called Persistence Decay, but I don't know its colorway. Exciting. It's an exciting brown. And it's called the Knitwood Socks, and I have failed to market this sock release because I got carried away with the musical. So I will post it on our Instagram shortly, but it is available in a Ravelry store. It is a DK weight cabled sock pattern. So it took me like 2 days to knit. It's a pretty quick knit. Looks way more intricate than it is. So it's like a good gift knit if you kind of want it mildly impressive, but also pretty easy. Our second design
It's like you.
situation
I don't do
is
anything.
Shaylee's beanie, which I don't know when she wrote this pattern. It's have to have been at least like 6 to 7 years ago, if not more. And Gary Boston of Gary Knits and Rides recommended a name for it. So it's now called the Beanie Faction, like benefaction, but beanies because it's a beanie. It's a crochet beanie. Um, I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. It's a double crochet beanie with a brim, with a back loop only brim.
And it's
I've written,
optional pom-pom.
oh yes, which I think the indirect directions are attach a pom-pom.
You're welcome.
So our plan, I've written the pattern. The test call will go out shortly. So if you want to be notified or be part of the test call, it's I think in our Instagram bio, you can sign up to be on our tester list. And I send it to everyone there. And then if I fill the test call before that, like if I fill the call via the email list, it doesn't go public on any of our social medias. It is a one size kind of fits all beanie, which is I guess like an adult large, medium slash large, I would say. Um, yeah, I don't know. We're probably looking for like 5 or 6 testers, and it is our first test crochet, so that's
It
exciting.
is?
Yeah.
Huh. Look at us.
How many times I wrote knit and then had to delete? Um, the pattern's planning to go live right around the time of Knit for Food, which is April 5th. It'll be a free pattern, but we're hoping that you will also donate to either our Knit for Food campaign or start your own or donate to yourself for your knit if you've got a Knit for Food campaign as well. Um, I think that's it. The
Oh, I
pattern.
had an idea. Maybe because, some people don't like the crochet brim, you could add in the optional knit brim.
Oh, I could do that.
I was thinking you could do that.
Oh yeah, it's also super easy. It's called pick up the stitches and then knit two, purl two.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Bind
yeah.
off.
For like an inch and a half or something, right?
It's pretty basic, which is why it is a free pattern, but Chaley's made, I'd say like 10 to 15 of these.
Yeah, a lot of these dads made even more.
Yeah, it's like the go-to crochet beanie pattern. It's pretty quick. I'd say you can make it in a few hours. Um,
Especially if you use like bigger yarn.
yeah,
Like
it calls for worsted weight, but you could probably you like
I've done it in DK and was perfectly fine. Like I think I did it with fingering and mohair one time.
you did. That is the pattern picture. So
Ah,
basically any crochet hat you've seen from us is probably this pattern. So, but I don't like doing the crochet brim, so I picked up and knit my stitches because I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. This is horrendous. So,
Maybe I should make one of those hats, just make up for all of my lagging this month.
oh yeah. So there's that. Keep an eye on that. That's about it.
All right, how many FOs you got?
Oh, so many, buddy. I have 6.
I have 5.
Okay. Ooh, 11. We're coming in hot.
Maybe our century should be a group century. Because I think we both peter off sometimes.
But I'm doing great.
This is now a group project.
I'm killing it. As soon as I finish that big crochet coat, I'm done. I'm good.
Okay, so I have a stuffy, 2 hats, socks, and a blanket.
I have decor, a soap sack, socks, a stuffy, and 2 hats.
Okay, maybe we do decor and I'll do my blanket along with your decor.
Okay, I guess a blanket is kind of decor.
Yeah.
All right, you go first.
Oh, me first. Oh, great. That's at the bottom of the pile.
Oh, sorry, Che.
Okay, so I finished our team Granny Chevron Blankie, the 2025.
Ooh, I like it. I see where I was doing Anthony's blanket.
Yes, the whole top section. And so I'm 5'3" and it's on the ground. So it's coming up to like my mouth, if that's helpful.
Okay.
And then this is where my body is.
Oh, good.
So I think it's like it's wrappable. It's definitely not like full, for your bed, but I think it's perfect. It's like a perfect chair blanket.
Yes. I like it.
And so I used J hook, whatever number that is.
Is that the brown one?
Huh?
That's the brown one.
Yeah, the brown one.
Oh, I have it because I'm working on mine. That is a 6.0 millimeter.
That's the one. And we held our magic knot balls double with Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer. And I think I was smart enough to have linked the kind of like blog that I use to do the cast on for this. And there should be some notes on my Rav as well.
Exciting.
Okay.
My decor is also the bottom, which is exciting. So I finally used up, it was supposed to be a really big basket, but now it's like a plate. It was supposed to be 10 inches tall, but I ran out of yarn. So this is Yarn Held Double that my husband bought me when he was in Florence in like
Still working on that thing.
2015. So I decided I didn't like how it was in the hat, so I actually tore the hat out to make this instead. And it's my little like basket of finished objects for the podcast, so it's pretty cool. I also figured because like it was one of the first pieces of or the first yarns that he got me, I kind of wanted to keep it instead of donate it. So I don't know any of the details on the yarn. The project is Scrappy Basket, and it's a free pattern. I modified it heavily because I didn't like how it was turning out. But it's basically like a combo of Scrappy Basket and Knitting Natty's Float Tote. Really, it's just go wow, 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 wow. It's not that deep. So that was my decor, which is kind of just sitting in the craft room, and I like put stuff in it because I always feel like I need another basket to put my stuff, keep myself organized.
Right. Okay, I have 2 hats, socks, and a stuffy.
I'll do my soap sack then, because that's kind of decor, and then we can do that. So I have made another soap sack.
Ooh.
This is Knit Picks Cotton. And I was trying to bust some stash, but that didn't work because this didn't use all my Cotton yarn. So this is a swatch for a design submission. And I have decided I don't actually swatch anymore. I just make a small item with the stitch pattern because I feel like swatches are a waste of yarn.
Ah,
So every time I'm trying to do a crochet stitch pattern, I just make a soap sack. And then anytime I want to do a knit stitch pattern, I just make a sock
nice.
or a hat because that. So this is to donate. I have like maybe 6 or 7 of them. And once I have a significant amount of them, I will either mail them or donate them to our local homeless shelter.
Very nice. Okay, what would you
All
like
right.
to do next, Gabby?
My hats are on top. Are yours?
They can be.
Okie dokes. What you got?
Okay, I think we might have one of the same. Oh,
Okay.
bananas.
Is this our interloper hat?
This is the interloper hat.
Okay, I'll get mine.
Wow. So this is the Muscle Burra by Isolde Teague, and I believe we both did adult medium. I did adult medium. She did mystery. I used US twos. I believe she does US ones. And the colorway is Destination Yarn Holiday River Parade. And it's the interloper hat because it's made for the current family interlopers, which are our dad and her husband.
Yes. So
Ta-da!
I think Bailey finished hers first, but I finished mine as well
I know
because
you're probably cooking me on the next one.
not really.
Okay, that makes you feel a little bit better.
It's hard to be motivated. The colorway is hard to be motivated.
Yeah. Okay, what's your other hat?
Surprise! More of the same um Italian yarn.
Wait, so you took out a hat,
Uh-huh.
made the hat, a new hat, and made the basket.
Yeah.
All right.
I just had to use up this yarn. It's been sitting in stash forever. This is called the Iron Knit Hat. It's cute. I put it on my husband. It looks nice. I did a tubular cast on. But I've learned that this yarn, it's like that thick, thin yarn where it's like gets as thin as like fingering weight, but as thick as super bulky. Which I know is a style and it's like over twisted on some parts, but it doesn't really look nice knit.
Mm.
It looks like sloppy and kind of like I don't know how to knit, but I
Ah,
do. Which is why it looked great in the basket, right? Because I held it double, so that holding it double and like the density of crochet helped it. I also
right.
used a much smaller hook than that would have been called for like bulky yarn.
Mm.
I used like a 3 millimeter hook, so it kind of hurt my hands. But this is to be donated. I liked it enough and I thought it fit well enough that I was happy to like donate it. So it's that, and it's a free pattern. I think I used like US sixes. The pattern obviously called for like tens, but it's Gabs. So
Right.
there you go.
Okay, I made a baby hat for my colleague. So
It's
cute.
cute.
And it is Swish DK. It's a free pattern. It's called Baby Hat, by Yarn Inspirations. And I think I made the 3 to 6 month side, but I think I just kind of went until I ran out of yarn. Swish DK white is the ears and the little tiny little edging here, and then it's moss is the green that's in the middle. So ta-da! And I guess theoretically you could also like,
Cuff it.
which actually is kind of cuter.
That is cuter.
So I might give it to them that way.
Honestly, I think it's always better to have a deeper hat than a hat that's too short because you can usually cuff the brim and then
Right.
solve it. I've noticed lots of baby hats do not aren't deep enough. And I think it's because the designers don't have children that are that age, like accessible, because at least for me as a new mom, when my kid was 3 months old, I was not sitting around designing hats. Like that was not my life.
Right.
And if you use the baby doll as the model, baby dolls' heads are perfect. Kids' heads
Right.
aren't. They're all
Right.
funny shaped.
Well, I
So my
guessed.
kid's head is funny shaped, and yeah. So when in doubt, make it longer.
PSA.
All right, what else? Your stuffies, you want to do those?
Okay, you go first.
Okay. So I had too much of my um Christmas
Holiday
River
River Parade.
Holiday River Parade. So I made a gnome. And I think this is my favorite gnome I've ever made. I finally have figured out what I like. Um, so the arms are Holiday River Parade. The red is from an Advent swap. And then the green, she's gonna be so mad because I told her I didn't have Swish yarn, and I totally do. It's this. But maybe it's Stroll, so maybe I'm confused. And then the nose is Parchment from Forbidden Fiber Company. I did buy like pellets from Joann because they're going out of business, and I had to use my gift cards, but I don't think I put enough in it. And he's got this cute little pocket. So I think I finally like found what I like for the gnome. I think the problem was the gray that I was using didn't have enough variation, so it didn't look like hair to me.
Mm.
Because the gray is a commercially dyed yarn as opposed to indie dyed, which tends to have some variegation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is my gnome. Oh, and look, he's got funniness.
Oh, some floopers.
Yes, this is from Sarah Shira's The Gnomes of Grimblewood. The
Ah.
and it is my gnome a month. I actually made like a full-size gnome. I didn't cheat this month. It was like, make the tiniest gnome.
You use the book?
I did. I've been using the book.
Very nice.
So this is my gnome, which will be a gift for somebody. But currently I just have a collection. And my husband's like, are we just gonna have chickens and gnomes all over the house? I'm like,
Yes.
possibly.
Yes.
You just
Okay,
stick.
mine is also part of the baby gift because I already had two animals made. I felt like I needed the third.
Mm.
So it would be like a little set. And so I decided to make the elephant. And it's called Elvis the elephant.
Elvis the elephant.
He's,
Very nice.
the king.
You make a lion, or you that wasn't one of them. No, it was a fox.
It's a fox and a giraffe.
Oh, because there's like a lion would have been great because this is your coworker. This is your
Yeah,
coworker.
from LMU, but it's all right. That wasn't in the little thing, and I was not going to make one up. So, elephant it is. And I think they all kind of go together. So then I'll do little animal themes, and then I got to go pick up the onesie. So, ta-da! Elvis the elephant.
Cute.
That's it. And then I just have socks.
I do too. What socks you got?
I just got scared because my window is looking out into my yard and there was someone in my yard. And I was like, there's an intruder. It's our
It's
mother. It's mom. Mom's in the yard. Okay, so I have kind of failed. Is that what we're saying? We said? Okay, I've kind of failed on my own challenge right now, which is Felici February. I only have one pair done, and it's looking like this is going to be the only pair that's done. Really, I don't know. I don't know how this month got away from me, but it's fine. Say Livy. So I did finish one pair. These will be donated for Knit the Rainbow, and these are my bookshop socks because the colorway is bookshop. But I did do black stroll fingering for the cuff and the heel. Afterthought heel, shorties, 9-inch circs ones, the huge. There we go. I did one. I did part of the assignment.
So I had to support my sister and do Felici February as well, even though that was not on the plan. So I decided to use my drama club socks because they kind of felt Valentine's Day, as well as I'm opening my musical next week. So I was like, drama, that'd be so cute. So these are the drama club socks. I finished them. I it's kind of the same as Traley, except I use magic loop because I can't 9-inch circular. But mine are, yeah, they're on ones. I cast on 52 stitches, and then in true Gabs fashion, I of course ran out of yarn. So I had to use this gray, which is Uni Merino, which
It
this,
actually matches really well.
no, I got really lucky because I was like, oh, matching this pink is going to be horrible. The other plan was to put in black because I thought that
Mm.
that would be okay. So I did that. I learned the Finchley graft and I'm obsessed. I'm never Kitchenering again. The Finchley graft is so much easier. It's so much more intuitive. I feel like I could teach my students it and they would get it versus Kitchener is kind of complicated. Like they sell all those little like stickers and magnets and charms on how to remember to how to Kitchener stitch. Like that's redonkulous. This is like it's basically like in and then out and then in and then out. So like if you can sew like a running width stitch, you can do the finchley graft. Honestly, the hardest part was that you have to turn it inside out. So it's kind of like fiddly to turn your work inside out. But once you figure out the technique for that, that's also really easy. So I'm a finchley graft girl now because it's awesome and easy. If you look at Kitchener YouTube videos, they're like 15 minutes long. And all the Finchley Graph YouTube videos are like literally YouTube shorts because it you're just like, oh, that's it. Okay, cool. So I recommend it. Also the Kitchener stitch has potentially like problematic like history, the person it's named after. So I'm like, okay, moving on to the Finchley graph, see how it goes. I will convince my sister to let me teach it to her. She's accepting it. That's Chaley's accepting face that Gabs is just gonna kind of bully her into it. And she's like, okay, fine.
All right.
I'm letting it happen to me.
Yeah, but the next time I see her, she's gonna be busy. So
Oh,
I'll learn it then.
super busy with the show. So
Busy.
yes,
That's all I got, by the way.
that's all I have too. But that was a lot. That's 11 between
Let's
us.
go, girl.
I don't have my totals though for the month because it's Sunday. And
We'll tell you in March.
yeah, Sunday is my day that I total it up. Plus, it's the 23rd. Like, that's five
We
more
still
days.
have 5 days.
5 more days, man. Plus, I'm not doing that great with my yarning down or
I'm
my
doing very bad.
So I'm hoping to finish at least one more project.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll catch you in March with our like Feb stats.
Yeah, let's do that.
I have 3 whips.
Me too.
Okay, what do you want? Wait.
I got a blanket and 2 muscle burras.
I got 2 muscle burras and the drama club song.
We'll do the drama club socks because I just did mine.
Okay, I'm working on it. I also started the drama club socks. These were supposed to be like our Galentine socks, and I kind of pooped the bed on that one. So it's in my Lizzie McGuire bag because I felt like she was like a girl's girl, you know? And oh, look, it's happening. I'm on the heel, so it's not that bad, but
1 or 2.
one. What are you talking about? Relax. Yeah.
Are you
I don't
going to
know.
the
I
bar?
don't know what I was doing this month. I feel like I lost February.
It did
But
seem to speed by. January felt like we Januaried for like 80 days.
yeah, I feel like I really lost. I think with like the Oregon trip, and then I don't even know what I was doing the weekend after. And then I had Six Flags and now mom and dad, and then I'm with you next weekend. I feel like now I'm picking up to the like I'm losing my weekends. So
Yeah.
here we are, but it's fine. It is 9-inch circulars, and I'm doing the afterthought heel. It's the same Felici drama club, and yeah,
Good work.
thank
I
you.
still have a Lizzie McGuire yarn cozy in our Etsy shop too.
If you want to be like Che, get that Lizzie McGuire in there. It's very trendy. I'm just saying.
It is. It is.
This is what dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. No? All right.
You're like that Instagram reel. Once you hear the song Hey Now, what's the next thing that you say?
You're an all-star.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
Okay. Why don't you do your thing that's not a muscle bra?
All right, so I'm still working on our Granny Chevron because I started way late after Chaley. Every year I'm like, I'm gonna start on New Year's Day. It's gonna be great. And then me and Che spend the day frying one time.
Yeah.
And we don't. So it's basically the same thing that Chaley said.
Maybe we should do it as like a New Year's Eve thing.
Yeah, but we're never done because we're busting on one of those
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
someone's got an advent and there's granny squares and Chaley's like, it has to be done by January 1st at 6 p.m. so I can get on my flight and join it, Gabrielle. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like all over the place. And then dad's like, you're not done yet, Gabs. I'm like, no.
Daddy already said to look for the one that we're gonna get for this year.
I know. So no, it cannot be a New Year's Eve chili Cozies. There's no way, Gabs.
Maybe an epiphany.
Yeah, or some or it has to like get shipped to me and I have to secretly crochet ahead of time because I
Mm.
cannot keep up with the two of them. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing it now. So this is, I even put in, whoops, I put in a marker so you could see my progress. I have made a lot of progress. This is the marker.
Ooh, that's
Look,
not even that much pink. I don't know why you're being so dramatic.
Haley Koizumi. It doesn't look like that much when you hold it sideways, but when you hold it up,
It looks great.
the whole
It
like
looks great.
the whole screen.
You're you're tripping.
Yes, over all my pink.
Hmm.
So Chaley made her granny square duster. I guess it's not, there isn't a pattern. So and then she, I guess, decided to put every single scrap of pink she owned into the duster and then into the magic knot ball, which is how she got so in front of me in the magic knot ball because it was
Yeah, suck it.
one project. She whacked in, I measured it because I was like, this is so much. She put in 152 grams of just pink. So I'm like,
But different pinks.
of course. But this is how she ended up so in front of me because one project generated 150 grams of scraps.
Yeah, get on my level.
Yeah, so it's fine. I've now finally graduated to this pukey green color.
That's because those were the fall colors.
So I have this like baby poop color, and then this lighter baby poop color, and then this like light bluish color with some brown, and then more brown.
Oh, those are my socks that I made.
So it's looking good, except now I can only see this like kind of autumnal color palette and then a tiny bit of pink. So these are interesting. These are super interesting. But so my goal is I do two, because it's a magic knot ball. I basically, my goal is to do 2 knots a day, is like I crochet over 2 knots and then I can stop or keep going. It was really hard with the pink. I really was like, I can't do this. I had to really force it because I was like, oh no, it's, and Chaley's Granny Square jacket is beautiful, but it's a lot of solid pinks too. So it was like, oh, a dusty pale pink. Oh, a medium pale pink. Oh, a light pink with some speckles, but you can't see the speckles when you're holding it double. So it was like, I was like, her jacket was beautiful, but now I was really excited when I got to this hot pink section. That section
Oh, yeah.
was thrilling and unfortunately was very short. It wasn't even a whole row.
It's because I used it up.
Because we loved it. So that was exciting. But I'm cooking on it. I'm on my second skein, which it's like you can see it's kind of squishy in here, so it's almost done. There's probably gonna be more pink.
That's
In
my
2 weeks,
bad. Well, yeah,
I'm
because
gonna,
I was working on it the whole year to like get up to having the right amount of squares.
I know. So in 2 weeks, I'll be back here grumpy that there's like
Pink
pink.
again.
Or she'll be like, oh, that was when I was what's it called? Oh, when I was making like socks for mom, so it's all browns. That's all right. I've done some crazy stuff to her magic dot ball this year. I always do crazy stuff in the beginning because I'm in a rage about whatever she's done to her ball. So I do some crazy stuff at the beginning and then forget until she crochets it. And I'm like, oh, oops.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
this is mine. It's actually coming along.
Like the one you're making for me?
Yeah.
Mouth for scale.
Shaylee also has a bigger mouth than me and a
Bigger
bigger head
than
in general.
Yeah.
But
Whoopee.
she started hers in October.
That's because I finished yours in October.
She used all that pink.
Okay, DK muscle bras.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is in my Disney bag because I went to Disney and brought this with me. I even changed it into a Disney cozy. Eh?
Exciting.
Eh?
I have that. The blue, I still have that in the shop too.
This one?
Nope. Yeah.
Get it while it's hot. And so I'm working on my DK muscle bra that I started. This is like my amusement park muscle bra that I've made Zippo progress on because somehow I've been getting onto the lines, just like I haven't had enough time to like get situated, you know? So like I didn't do that much. But this is my February Yarnable colorway. It's called Cupid's Bow. This is better, I think, over here. And I measured wrong. So it's a little bit wide, but that's okay. I've kind of committed to the bit. Gabs did suggest decreases, and then I decided that that was too much thinking. So I'm just gonna go, and it'll be fine. But I'm using US 4s and attempted an adult medium, but it's kind of more of an adult large at this point.
So I am also almost done with my muscle burr.
Damn.
And this is how crazy it is. This is the stitch marker I placed yesterday morning.
Okay.
And it's not the only, right? Because I also did the crochet blanket and I made the soap sack yesterday and I worked on my thing. Muscle burrows are ridiculously speedy for me, especially DK weight. I'm obsessed with DK weight muscle burrows. So this is Granite State Yarns, Christmas Snow. I'm getting her Christmas, her monthly Christmas yarn, which I have actually February's already. So I'm a little bit behind because my goal was to stay caught up. But I really like her yarn. I'm speeding through a DK muscle burra. It's great. It's gotten kind of strange as I've progressed, right? Like this was doing this nice spiral, and then all of a sudden it went splotch. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if my gauge changed or the yarn changed, but all this is all I have left of the yarn.
Are you
So
gonna decrease?
yeah, I got it. I'm measuring. So yeah, I like it. I don't know what size I picked. I just picked like I just know how many stitches that I want to have, and I have way less
I feel
than
like I should just do that. I keep stressing myself out with the measuring.
I just compare it to a beanie that I know I like the fit and then do that again.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I really like it. I'm obsessed. I recommend her yarn. She is my new favorite dyer.
Ooh, very nice.
Shipped really fast. She doesn't do the thing which some yarn subscription people do, where they're like, oh, it's a February color and let me mail it on February 28th.
Yeah.
She mails it to receive
For
within
February,
within the first half of the month.
which I think makes more sense to me, but
Yeah, we have, I think, 2 subscriptions that are pulling that maneuver with us, and it's not.
our favorite.
No.
Okay, other muscle bra.
Yes. How are you? Which one are you doing?
Yours.
Oh, I am doing Vubbies. Let me get it.
This is my bag that Leah loves to knit, made for me.
Cute.
And I felt like it matched the vibe.
It does.
And this, I picked this one because cheese reminded me of my sister. Do you still have this one?
No, I sold that so
Up,
fast.
sold it. Up, whoopsie. And so I'm making Gabs's muscle bra. It's okay. It looks okay, but it's fine because she and I are gonna match and look okay together.
Oh, but Tammy's gonna look better because remember, Gabs has a bad hat head.
Yours size wise is coming out better. So I think I should just air towards the adult small and then just like it'll stretch out. So this is Gabs's muscle bra. And it's okay. Like it's fine. I think, I mean, I like
That's all.
like it's just, I don't know. It looks like a bruise to me.
It does look a little bit like a bruised plum.
It's a little blood blistery. And then there's a white patch. So I don't know. It's fine. Like it's fine. I think it will be fine as a hat, just like making it right now. I'm not feeling inspired. But I feel like I actually have some decent progress on this. It's not as bad as I thought it was. But the colorway is Destination Yarn again, because we're using up the Anthony yarn, and it is Christmas in London.
Exciting, exciting times. I am working on Bubby's muscle bra, and I don't know what size I'm doing. I'm just doing the size that I want. I've also learned, at least for me, in sizing with muscle bras, that if you're starting on Magic Loop, and Shaylee, you start yours on DPNs,
I
right?
do.
Your tension when you're doing increases is tighter than when you go in the round. So the measure the gauge when, when she says, what is it, like after an inch, measure the gauge, your gauge is going to loosen up. I've noticed for most people. So I err on the short side. So if it's like, if your gauge is whatever, like 5.5, drop it down to 5, like round down half a stitch. So, because I'd always, and when you wear a hat, it tends to like stretch out like over time, just in general. So
Yeah, tying it up with Big Bessie.
that's kind of my like rule of thumb now, is to round down. Um, because it's rare that someone's like, this hat is so tight, it's unwearable, versus this hat is too loose, it's uncomfortable because I'm always feeling like it's gonna fall off. Plus, people's hairstyles change over time, right? So
Right.
this is mine, and it's coming out so different. I know.
Are you sure you're using the right yarn?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Because this is the original. This is from Mom's hat. And then I started with this. And what the heck? This is crazy, right? Granted, we got these yarns years apart from each other. So
Ah,
at least 1 or 2 years apart, if not more. Um, and they're completely different. I'm having a better time with this though, because it's not flashing. It's micro
mhm,
striping instead of flashing, because the other one was flashing like a bruised peach. And it's also going way faster because I'm not doing helical knitting for it, because I'm like,
right.
this isn't this ain't it, kid. But I have a whole other skein of this and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So if you have a recommendation on what to do with my last
Make
skein,
a chicken.
it's not enough.
Oh, make a gnome.
It's too much.
Okay, I don't know
That's the
then.
problem. So if you have a recommendation for about 120 grams of fingering weight yarn,
What? That's enough for a chicken? Plus,
what?
then you can put something else in it.
It's enough for a chicken?
Yeah, for sure.
No.
At
All right.
least, yeah, you can do at least a good half of the chicken and just put something else with it that you're trying to get rid of.
All right. Well, let me know. My ideally, I was trying to think of a wearable, but I'll think of something, or just put it in stash and circle back in Christmas time. So that's what I'm working on. I themed it. I do 10 rows a day on it. Shaylee's still ahead of me on hers, but that's
Not
okay.
by a lot.
I do have less stitches than her and less rows.
I'm feeling very overwhelmed by February, I think.
Did it really get you?
It really brought me down. Like, okay, but I did buy some stuff.
I think I acquired things. And then I have shop update.
I have some stuff for your shop update too.
Oh, exciting. Okay.
Okay, so I have three things to show. So I accidentally bought stuff. Well, not accidentally, but I didn't mean to win. I was just trying to like support and kind of drive up the prices.
Oh, that's so good.
For D-Stash for good, because I was like, I don't need anything, but like I know it's going for a good cause, and like if I win, that's fine. But I didn't need the yarn. Whoopsie, I won. But it's actually really pretty, and I think I might make a muscle burra for Michaela, because it's totally Michaela's colors. It's Fiber Society.
Ooh, that does look like
Right.
Michaela.
And it's got these fun little kind of like pinky raspberry speckles in it. Um, it's called the Fiber Society. It's a Magpie Fibers exclusive, and it's number 35. So yeah, it's giving Michaela. So that will just go into the chamber for her. And then I got my January subscription for Fangirl Fibers. I got the I've never met a villain I didn't like. So it's in the villains collection. And some of us are good at guessing the villain, and some of us are not.
I
And
mean,
so this is the yarn.
okay, so I thought people guess below what you think it is because I first thought it was Cruella de Vil, which is a valid.
Yeah. And then she went through like, I want to say like seven villains.
Gaston and Jafar and
Um,
Amatoa and General Radcliffe. And I was really impressed with myself of my backlog of Disney because I'm not a Disney person like at all. I don't even care to go to Disneyland. And then my husband who used to have an annual pass like guessed it right off the bat. I don't even remember what the stupid thing is.
Queen of Hearts. So this one was inspired by Queen of Hearts. I get the DK. I think this might be kind of wild for a hat, so I'm probably just gonna do socks out of it. And so yeah, I ideally would have had this ready for my Disney trip, but it was just not part of my journey. Like I was,
Come before Valentine's Day?
huh?
Did it come before
Yeah,
Valentine's?
yeah, yeah. It's just that I had like already started this and not finished it. So I kind of wanted to like not overwhelm myself with too many cast-ons.
That does seem like a dad color, though. I did make him a red hat
Yes.
that color.
Yes, but see, he already has one that color, so he doesn't need another. Plus, he's already getting one from us for Christmas.
Oh yeah, he likes our hats. Dad like solidly wears his knit and crocheted hats.
Yeah.
He
But
shows
then
up
he
to,
makes them for himself too. So now he's got this extensive handmade hat collection.
I think he coordinates them with his
He
outfits.
does. He does. Well, he also has a special Barracudas one that he's made for your pucks and pearls thing.
Yeah, he's committed.
Okay, and then I'm obsessed with Chelsea Lux Yarns kick. It hasn't stopped. I have waned not at all. So of course I was just, scrolling and she had something else on sale, and this kind of reminded me of my Gabsy. So I bought this. It's not the right purple, I know, but it's funny. So I thought I would just make you put this on your head if I made it for you. So I'm gonna make another DK muscle burra out of this to go with my fluffy one. Then we have fluffy hats together. But this one, the colorway is called Viola. Gabs was in like, band, so close enough. Uh,
Violas are part of orchestra.
that's why I said close enough. So yes, and this is the Luxe Cozy DK. Mostly I wanted to buy one of Red Bank Mike's candles though. So I did get one, and I got rose, patchouli, and amber, but I think it's because they were just doing their Valentine's thing. Look how pretty.
Oh, that's nifty.
It's got the roses on top and smells delicious. I think this might be just one of the ones I hoard and never burn it. And then they also threw in some tea.
Ooh, very nice.
So very nice. I feel very luxe with it all. And then I think my acquisition will lead into your shop update.
Okay.
So with Joann's closing, we more of these like discount fabric stores have been popping up, at least on our social media. And so we found one that's in Anaheim, which we were down in Orange County area this weekend, and mom and dad are here. And so we decided to go. This place is wild. So we went to M&L discount fabric store. They also have like notions and patterns and stuff too. It was a warehouse, and they had rows and rows of like bolts, but on the other side of the store, the part I didn't show you was they had shelves, and it was fabric not in bolts stacked, and it was at least
Whoa.
12 rows, full length like grocery store rows, pardon me, and they probably had like 100 stacks that were like tall. It was taller than me. So like you had to like skim through each. It was insane. And that was just like the cottons and stuff, because they also had like lycra and sequins and upholstery. And then there was like a even more discounted area. It was super overwhelming, super cool. But if you're in the Orange County or maybe even LA area, M&L discount fabrics. It was great. And they had really nice stuff too, a little bit more expensive, I would say. But really nice fabrics. So we picked up a bunch of different fabrics to go into the shop. And so Gabs has already seen like a kind of an overview picture of them, but not as close up. So the first one I thought was just perfect because it's the knitting sheepies.
Cute.
And I couldn't not get that, obviously. Um, and then dad wanted this, so he's making himself something, and then you get the extras. But this is a classic dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
And then dad found this and thought it was cute, so he got you this one.
Ooh, I do like witch stockings.
You do, you do. And then we thought this was cute and might be kind of, it's very wintry, but also could be kind of like summer campy. So we got this camp one for the people who like the outdoors.
Ooh, yes, I like that. We're not outdoorsy though. We're indoorsy
We are
people.
indoorsy. And then we got this one because like we're on our granny square or our granny-ness kick. And this also kind of looks like your blanket that you're making. So we got this fun buddy.
Ooh, that's cute too. I like it a lot.
And then this one I picked up because I was like, it's perfect. It's knit stitches.
Ooh, that's also cute.
I thought this was a ton of fun.
It's kind
Um,
of 70s.
it is, yeah. And then we thought that this would be for the cat lovers because there's knitting and cats.
Oh, exciting, exciting.
And then I really wanted this. I don't know why I'm so drawn to it because I guess I like it because it's kind of like an older, like not vintage, but like more of like a traditional pattern, but with like a modern twist to it. So I want something out of this because I love the checkerboard background and it's not picking up in the camera super well, but like these little dots are actually like a neon pink. So it's like a highlighter pink color.
Grandma
And
had fabric like that.
I love it.
Grandma had a muumuu like that.
Love, love, love. Okay, and then I got bras because I think they're funny.
I think they're funny too. I like them.
Yeah, I love it. So I want something out of bras. And then we got this one because we feel like it's kind of trendy. English paper piecing.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Heyo. So these are going into the fabric collection for things to be made.
Exciting times.
It's your
We're
turn.
losing each other in term glitchiness. It's getting rough.
I think it's your internet because I can see you just fine.
Dang it. My kids are outside, so Daniel's not on the phone. So I don't know what's going on. All right, let me get my stuff.
I don't know what the heck she was
We
doing while
have
I
a
was
shop
doing all
update
this.
today. My ooh, I'm all wet. Good job. Um, Shop update. This two bags, and they're both knitting themed bags. These with kitty cats, which I think are kind of hilarious. And they're like clutching their yarn. And then I like this one. This one makes me laugh. And then this, which is like at first glance, it looks like it's just like yarn, but there's also like embroidery floss on it and knitting needles and crochet hooks. So I thought this was super cute. This reminds me of like what I would give my friend if they were like first starting out knitting. Like I would give
Mm.
one to like Alyssa, if she's new to knitting. She's been crocheting for ages. But these are both in the shop. We've actually already sold one, and I've had to text Dad, can you make me another one? So we've already sold them. Um, I'm like busting at the seams with all of my stuff in the shop. So I'm probably running a sale for spring cleaning in March, but stay tuned for that. Follow the shop because I think if you follow it, like click the follow button on Etsy, then you get notifications when I post new things. Or subscribe to our podcast because I basically show new things every time we podcast. That's kind of the updating schedule. I
Awesome.
don't know if my sister can actually hear me.
I can hear you. I just thought you were still talking.
Oh, she was frozen. So I was like, have I lost her? Is she talking? What is happening with our
Yep,
lives?
I just listening to
Um,
you. All right. Well, I
what
think
do we
we've
have
kind of
coming up, Jay?
what?
Uh-oh.
I don't think we got to talk about what's coming up. I think we just got to go.
Yeah, this is working out.
Internet is going.
Coming up
So
is
thank
better
you.
internet.
Okay, this is not good. We're gonna go. Gabs is gonna be quiet, and I'm just gonna say goodbye. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.